On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the 28th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 58:43 to 59:43. And now, on to the episode.
Bite Sized.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Sized. Surprise! If this is your first time listening, here's what's going on. My name's Ben.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon, one scene at a time. And sometimes we have guests, and today we don't.
We don't, listener. It's just you, Ben, and me.
We just had a guest last week. What, do you want another one?
Yeah, guys,
who do you think
a lot
we are?
To ask, okay?
You're so demanding of us.
Listener, at least
guest?
say please.
Yeah. Guys, just kidding. Please don't stop listening to this show.
Please keep listening. You keep us alive.
This is the reason that we do this. We watched exactly 60 seconds.
Exactly 60, right on the dot.
1 minute of the movie The Twilight Saga,
New Moon.
Bella walks around in some woods. That's it.
Yeah, and she talks to Alice.
She does talk to Alice. That's on me for forgetting that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Mm-hmm.
As remarked upon in the last episode, when I was putting this together, when I was cutting out scenes for us to have to discuss, I thought I did something wrong.
Yeah?
Because this scene starts with a flashback to Edward and Bella in the meadow.
Yes, all of a sudden, no transition.
Yeah.
We go right from fighting with Jake to meadow.
Bam. No, nothing in between. We're just all of a sudden in a flashback.
Yeah.
And then we do see Bella walking through the woods. She's very dry.
Yeah.
So it's clearly a different day. But it really shook me that it moved so fast out of that previous scene and that previous day to new scene, new day, new Bella. Try to keep
Bella, move on. We already spent too long on your feelings in the whole montage. We can't have feelings again. A woman have feelings twice?
Well, yeah, we do. We go back to sort of feeling number 2 or I guess feeling number 1 for Bella, because Bella has regressed.
Yeah.
She's emailing
She's been
Alice
abandoned again.
I know, it's hard.
It is hard.
But she's back to emailing Alice, and she's trying to catch glimpses of Ghost Edward.
One more time.
And so to do that, she's got to trek out into the woods.
Yeah.
To find, I guess, that meadow.
Yeah,
that's apparently a lot farther away than I expected.
This is something from the books that this is kind of an ongoing plot in the books, that one of the things she does with Jacob, in addition to fixing up bikes, is that she says she really wants to get into hiking.
Okay.
And that she has a specific spot she's been before, obviously the meadow.
Right.
But she's not telling Jacob exactly what it is, but she's like, I'm really trying to find this spot again. Could you help me find it?
Interesting.
So they go on a few hikes together, trying to re-find where the meadow is and map it out for her. So this is kind of her first time in the books, going by herself to find this, after all these warnings in the background about there's a big bear that's killing people. She's kind of out on her own in the danger. But in the movie, this is kind of out of nowhere. Let's go to the meadow. Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, audience, you know that place? Let's go there.
She's got a backpack.
A JanSport.
You were saying in the last episode that things were sort of moved around.
Yeah, there's a
order.
little bit of switcheroo here.
To me, this would make more sense if this happened, not just if it happened before the whole what we just talked about with Bella confronting Jacob in the rain. Obviously, it kind of has to happen after, because she's talking about Jacob not being around anymore. But it would make sense if this is what she did as soon as Charlie and Harry Clearwater left to go fishing. If this was her, okay, I'm gone. They're gone now. Time to go out on my own.
I think, and I'm checking the book right now, I think that's exactly. I was glad that Charlie was in a hurry. He didn't wait for me to call Jessica. I went through the motions of gathering my school books. I wasn't going to call Jessica. As far as I could tell, Jessica had crossed over to the dark side. I don't know what that means, Bella. What the hell?
What's the dark side?
I don't know. Yeah, she says, I wasn't going to call Jessica. As far as I could tell, Jessica crossed over to the dark side.
Of not wanting to hang out with Bella anymore?
I guess. But basically, she decides she could go to La Push and get her motorcycle. Or, and this is the quote, or I already had our map and compass in the truck. I was pretty sure I understood the process well enough by now that I wouldn't get lost. Maybe I could eliminate 2 lines today, putting us ahead of schedule for whenever Jacob decided to honor me with his presence again. I refuse to think about how long that might be, or if it was going to be never. So she's like, okay, well, Jacob isn't here.
Yeah.
My dad's not home. I need something to do. I guess Jessica's gone to the dark side, whatever that means. So I'll do this other thing we used to do together.
Right.
I'll go hiking and I'll try to find the meadow.
The place. And that makes sense to me as something that Bella, before the scene we just watched, would have done, because it's a very independent, determined thing to do.
Yeah.
And when we left Bella in the previous scene, she was broken.
Yeah.
She was very sad and very wet and had just had her heart broken again.
Again, in the span of like 6 months, 3 months,
and
however
then,
long.
And then we just hard cut to Bella with the backpack out there taking on the world.
Yeah, taking on, like, there's no sadness on her face. She's just, all right. Yeah, dude, I'm going hiking.
Like, we're not allowed to sort of experience the feelings that she just felt after Jacob said go away, much like Bella just said, or Edward told her to go away.
Yeah, I guess maybe the filmmakers were like, well, we spent so long on her having feelings about Edward, we can't possibly spare more minutes for having feelings about Jacob.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if this was a studio note where they were like, if originally it was in book order, and then someone was like, we need to see the Jacob thing first. Yeah. So we can understand it all. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Viewers are going to get bored. Come on, give us shirtless Jacob before we go to see nature. Boring.
I don't know. It would have worked better for me. But, she's walking through the forest. She's got a backpack.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
What's in that backpack, I wonder?
Well, it seems like at least per book, a compass and a map.
A compass and a map. That's what she needs a whole backpack for.
Yeah.
Probably some snacks in there.
Oh, yeah, water bottle.
Some trail mix.
Probably some stuff from the outdoor supply store she works at.
Sure.
In the books.
Yeah, rain jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. A journal, probably.
Oh, well, yeah, that's where she's going to document all of her big feelings.
Yeah, and
all of her revelations.
Right. She's got to have her phone to type out this email to Alice.
Yeah. When do you think in this process she is typing out the email to Alice? Like, has she stopped for a water break and is like, I got to talk to Alice real quick?
I think, because this is 2009, and I find it very hard to believe she would have had any kind of meaning. Cell service then would have been hard to find especially out in the forest.
In a tiny town like Forks.
And I think this was also right around the time where, this is maybe a couple of years after the first iPhone, where the ability to be on the internet on a phone was still relatively new.
Yeah.
And I find it hard, even though by book logic, Edward used some Papa Carlyle money to buy Bella a phone and would probably buy the nicest one. But I just feel like, I don't know, if I in 2009 went out into the woods, I would not have been able to send an email from my phone.
Yeah.
And so I get the sense that this is like one of her last things to check off before she sets out into the forest. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even just a mental journal. But I like the idea that she's like, no, I got to send this and then I can go hiking.
Yeah, it does. And honestly, like, this email to Alice definitely feels more like a journal entry.
Yeah.
Alice, things are bad again. Without Jake, I can't stand it. I don't see Edward anymore. Will it really feel like he never existed? I will find a place where I can see him again.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so the way that she's talking to Alice about Jacob in much more friendly terms than they probably ever have.
Jake?
Because, we have no reason to believe Alice and Jacob are anything more than maybe kind of acquaintances.
Yeah.
And, probably have never met at all.
Probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. And so now Bella is talking to Alice about Jacob like they're all besties, and it definitely feels to me more like a diary entry.
Yeah.
That she just,
come on, Al, you know Jake.
She's stopped expecting replies from Alice and is just using this as a place to sort of put her thoughts into a bottle before she throws it into the ocean.
This is so frustrating to read about, to watch, just to see in Bella that everywhere she goes, everyone is stonewalling her in some different way.
Yeah.
Of like, Edward's just like, yeah, you're not a part of my world. Anyway, bye. Alice isn't replying to her. Jacob is now also like, yeah, I'm a bad kid. Bye. Like, my God.
Yes. Except Mike Newton.
Fuck.
Always been there for her.
She could have gone hiking with Mike, but then that might have hurt his delicate ankles.
Yeah, I don't think he would have enjoyed a hike that much. There's too many bugs and rocks out there.
Yeah, and that's violence, and that'll hurt his tummy.
I just wish maybe she, had considered Mike Plan C.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun if, an objectively worse bookend movie, but it would definitely be fun to watch Bella cycling through these boys of like, well, I tried spending all my time with Jacob and that didn't work, so let's move on to Mike now.
Yeah, she's stuck on boy therapy as her only therapy and is like, all right, it's like when you try different meds out. It's like, okay, well, Lexapro didn't work, so I'll try Wellbutrin now. She's like, well, Jacob didn't work, so I'll try Mike now.
Yes.
Nothing's working.
Right. But she's just hiking and she doesn't see Edward anymore.
No, she doesn't. The last time she saw Edward was on the motorbike right before she hit her head.
Do you think she knocked Edward out of there?
She knocked Edward.
Bonk. Just went.
The Edward neurons went flying out of her
Yeah.
brain.
She hit her head so hard she sort of did a factory reset.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, it's just she's been happy.
Yes.
She's been in she went to the movies. She had friends. She sat at the lunch table again. And now we got to start from ground zero over again.
She's regressing and
while
it's hard to watch.
Her dad is just fishing. Even though Charlie deserves a day out. But my God, Bella.
How long do you think it takes her to find the place where she's going? Because I assume she's only ever been there on Edward's back while he's jumping from tree to tree and hill to hill.
Yeah, it's a thing in the books that like it's a few different hikes for them to find this, because she also talks at some point when she's hanging out with Jacob about what's she going to do once she actually finds it.
Yeah.
Because how can she explain to Jacob like what this place means to her? That like they never actually get there, but it's like a number of hikes. I imagine this must take at least an hour or two. It seems like it's far out enough because Edward wouldn't take her somewhere where people could spot them and him sparkling in the sunshine.
I mean, yeah, in this montage, intercut with Edward and Bella sparkling in the meadow among the purple flowers, we do see Bella walking by quite a few locations, by a creek, up a hill, on sort of a lakeside.
Here, there, and everywhere, Bella.
That takes time, you know?
Especially she doesn't seem to be on like a regular path. She seems to be sort of off the beaten path, kind of trudging directly through the woods. So that'll take even longer.
That is true. I mean, on the one hand, good for her, new hobby.
Yeah.
We've seen this happen before where she sets her mind to a new hobby and it accidentally starts to work not in the way she wanted it to, but in she has a new activity for her to set her mind to. And I think she says something in this scene to the effect of like, will it really feel like he never existed? And like, I want to tell Bella, like, yeah, it will.
Yeah, but it'll take like years, probably.
Right. You can't just do one thing once and fix it forever.
Yeah, that's just not how life works, The work is hard and it takes time is the greatest healer.
Right. I understand you're 18 and the longest thing you've ever done is high school and it's taken 4 years.
And that feels like a lifetime.
But some things take more than a couple months to resolve, Bella.
No. When you're 18, we need instantaneous gratification. I need vampire boyfriend now.
Tell me about it, sister.
It's my vampire boyfriend, and I need him now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 Crash Now.
I feel like she's running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a point where she's really tried something that doesn't involve a man, although she did go to the movies with Jessica, but then ended up making it about man on motorcycle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she just needs like a weekend away.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm just gonna get mad at this movie again.
Yeah, get mad at the movie.
Because we're coming up on a scene. We're not there yet, but the next time she sees Edward is when she decides to cliff dive. Mm-hmm. And that is something that makes a lot more sense if that happened immediately after Jacob conversation in the rain.
Yes, it would.
Because
Speak on that.
That is the kind of thing, deciding to jump off a cliff that you not like because you think you're going to die, but because you think you'll survive, but you just want the rush.
Yeah.
That's the kind of drastic decision you make after a heated conversation like that with Jacob in the rain.
Because you and Jacob have an association with this. Like, this is related to him. Like, well, I'll show him.
And you're at that sort of low point where, like, I don't know, maybe this is just me projecting too much, but I feel like when you're at a low point like that, you do the stupid thing that you think is going to work and not bump, 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 bump. I have a great idea. I'm going to march out and take on the world with my little backpack and find that guy. Like, that is very much not a heartbroken thing to do, taking the hike. It is a heartbroken thing to do the cliff diving.
Yeah. Bella's not one for like spite, but but Bella is one for very rash decision making with her heart. So yeah, I could see her almost like a different version of this where she's then just kind of wandering around La Push because she doesn't know what to do now. She's lost Edward. She's lost Jacob. She doesn't have anything. And then she sees the cliff and is like, okay, well, maybe this is like my last chance to see him or something, to feel alive.
Here's an echo of that conversation with Jacob in the back of her head where he was like, it's a total rush or whatever.
Ghost Jacob.
The Ghost Jacob.
Brother Ghost Jacob.
Oh, boo, I'm Brother Ghost Jacob. Do you like my spooky costume?
Well, brother Ghost Jacob, you scared me for Halloween. That's the devil's work.
Well, I apologize to you, Sister Stephanie, but it's fun to be scared sometimes. I'll let you scare me next time. How about it?
Okay, I'll try it, but not for too long.
Don't nothing scare Brother Jacob now. It just makes me wonder whose fault this is, that the movie's all out of order like this.
I don't know.
Maybe it was the studio, like I said, where they wanted to move the Jacob thing earlier to sort of make it all make sense. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe someone dropped the movie and these scenes got put in the wrong order.
I don't know. Maybe they just want us to experience the emotional whiplash that Bella is experiencing. Of like, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I thought we were good. No, we're bad again. Okay, we're good now. What is going on? I'm Bella Swan.
But I think we can all agree the one person who this is not their fault, who's completely blameless in all this, is Chris Weitz.
Yeah. Chris Weitz making cinema, making beautiful shots of nature.
Yes, this would be like if the scenes were written in this order, this would be a screenplay thing, and we blame the writer. If they were written in another order and then moved around by the studio, that's an editing decision that was not his to make. Chris did it perfectly. Chris, come on the show.
Chris, please.
Chris, we know you're listening.
Chris, I know that you listen week after week and are just kicking your little feet in glee and going, I'm not going to go on the podcast, but we want you to.
I know you respond to our Instagram stories with your Finsta, with your burner account.
Please, Chris.
We got to start thinking about how to get that guy actually on this show.
Well, I guess you just send an email.
I mean, probably. We're almost halfway through this movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got to strike while the iron's hot.
It's about 2 hours, 10 minutes, including credits. This is getting us to 59:43. We're halfway through New Moon.
Oh, my God.
What are some things we want to accomplish before this movie is over? I mean, get Chris Weitz on, obviously.
Having Chris Weitz on, maybe Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher on. Other, Twilight head on Instagram.
Sure.
I want those Burger King crowns.
Yeah, Burger King crowns are a big one, absolutely.
I want the Burger King crowns. People, join the Patreon. Get me that crown.
Patreon.com/Twilight Podcast.
Thank you so much.
We're setting goals. We're being intentional about it.
How far into this are we? I feel like we are pulling at straws to try and get this.
About to hit 20 minutes of recording time. I know.
I mean, is this just a short episode?
Maybe this is just a short episode.
I'm like, what else is there to tell? Like, truly nothing. Sorry, I'll talk into the microphone. Not much happens.
Yeah, I'll give, you know what? Let's just fully reveal to the listener what happened today. Is when I originally sent Sarah the episode clip, it was 5 minutes.
It was, and I had notes mostly on the back half of this
where
scene.
Things actually happen.
Where things happen. I had truly next to nothing about this section.
And when I was watching it, because when I watch it to sort of clip out the time codes, I click around a lot.
Yeah.
I jump in and around a lot. And so I was just like, yeah, she walks through the woods and then she winds up wherever. And I realized, it's kind of, the walking through the woods is more than I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And 5 minutes is a long scene.
That is a very long scene. A lot happens in it, a lot of good stuff. It's a kind of a pivotal moment in the movie and the book.
But to be honest, it's as hard it is, as we have demonstrated, to do a half-hour episode of a podcast about 1 minute where nothing kind of happens. It's also kind of equally hard to jam an eventful 5 minutes into a 30-minute episode.
And
where a lot
sometimes you gotta let things breathe.
Yeah, the longest episode or the longest clip we've had for a movie so far from the first Twilight movie, where Bella confronts Edward and we get the whole "I know what you are," say it out loud. That clip was like 7 minutes long.
Oh damn!
And we just had to like beat. He says this, she says this.
Yeah, you don't get time for bits.
We didn't have time to luxuriate in it,
yeah.
and it wound up being like, for such a pivotal scene to the movie, kind of a bummer of an episode, because we were just like, gotta get through it. Get through it.
But then sometimes then to have things like that, you then get episodes like this where it's just. Yeah, women be walking.
Women do be walking sometimes.
Women be walking.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
How this scene should have been somewhere else in the movie. I mean, if we just call it here, we call it here. And I
think
guess
we call it here. Truly, we've covered it all. She's got big feelings.
Yeah.
She's going, and we're leading into kind of literally the second half of the movie, but like this next scene is kind of the big plot point that drives a lot of the back half of the movie.
Right. This is where things are about to start getting serious. I will say my sort of last actual thoughts about this scene. In the flashbacks we saw, it was a very green meadow with lots of purple flowers. She walks in to the meadow and it's very brown.
It's brown and
isn't that
sad.
Isn't that some wonderful symbolism?
Wow.
Visual storytelling.
Barren.
Pretty
sadness.
Yeah.
Like Bella is a sad field of grass.
Like this episode.
Hey, this episode's been great.
It's been so good.
Yeah.
Totally. I can't wait to hear what Ben Oxer has added in to pad out the runtime and just make it just a laugh riot.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash, they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Call now.
Or it's just short, and that's okay.
Maybe it's just the shortest episode of Bite Sized ever, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We've had long ones. We'll have more long ones.
Yeah.
So what do you say? We wrap it up here?
I think, Brother Jacob.
Yes, Sister Stephanie.
I think we wrap it up here.
You know, Sister Stephanie,
What,
there's a
Brother
certain
Jacob?
wisdom and knowing when to call it early.
Yeah, know when to hold
Yeah.
them. Know when to fold them.
I wrote that song, you know?
You did, Brother Jacob?
Yes.
Wow, you're a musician?
No, just a songwriter. And a ghost.
Oh, Brother Jacob, away.
You put your hand right through me. I'm incorporeal. Let's start to wrap it up.
Yeah.
If we had to give this scene a name, what would it be? It's also going to be the name of the episode, so let's make it good. Boy,
good.
how could we sum up this 60 seconds?
Listener, I know this was a lot to follow. I don't want to just call it like walking through the woods, but that's like all that fucking happens.
I almost want to call it something long and elaborate, like, what do you want from us? It's just 60 seconds of Bella walking through the woods. How could you reasonably expect us to be funny for 35 minutes about that? And that's just the full episode title.
It's 60 seconds of walking through the woods. What else did you expect?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's a great place to leave it, because guys, they can't all be winners.
Listen, not every episode can be a banger. You have to have the slow scenes to make the good scenes go crazy.
And not every scene in a movie can be just action jam-packed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to watch a person walk from one place to another place so that we can understand how she got to that place.
Well, and I think a lot of our shorter scenes, there's been other shit in the background to look at.
Like a Burger King bag.
Like Burger Kings or signs or movie posters. Right. This is just trees.
We're really getting nothing
There's
here.
really nothing here.
I'm going to go ahead and call this the worst scene of the movie we've seen so far.
Is that what you want to title the episode?
You know what? Maybe that is.
Yeah.
The worst sicky seconds.
The worst sicky second of the movie so far.
The worst 60 seconds of the movie so far.
Great. Yeah, I think that's it.
And you will know by the runtime how we feel about it. Is Sarah Murphy anything you want to promote?
Ooh, what do I want to promote?
What do you want to promote?
You know what? I took a really good nap earlier today.
Okay.
I want to promote taking a nap.
Promote that one particular nap.
I want to promote not even just my particular nap, just take naps, rest.
Sure.
Rest your body. I think I'm someone who's very go, go, go all the time, and I got to remember when to slow down.
Sure.
You know? Like two Mormons on a porch and rocking chairs.
Sure. And I'm going to go in the opposite direction of that.
You're going to promote speed.
Yep, I'm going to promote methamphetamine. I want to promote getting up and moving around a little bit. Wintertime, I'm not a wintertime guy.
Me
I grew up
either.
in a very hot part of the world, and I moved to a very cold part of the world where
you did about polar opposites.
Basically, yeah, and it's also a lot less sunlight than I was expecting, and so whenever winter starts, I just don't move. I'm just because it sucks to go outside, and I'm just sort of cooped up in an apartment for a little bit, and the weather starts to get nice, and I start getting active again, and and I'm like embarrassed about how much better I feel because of what should be a dumb little simple thing.
Yeah,
but you know what? Gosh dang it. Just go for a stupid little walk. You'll feel better.
That's what my therapist and I used to joke, because on Instagram or TikTok, I heard them referred to as stupid mental health walks.
Yeah.
Then my therapist and I started jokingly calling them my court mandated walks, because my therapist would be like, have you like moved your body? Have you gone for a walk? And I'm like, what are you, my lawyer? Come on. All right. So everybody go on your court mandated walks.
Yeah. My therapist was doing that to me a few sessions ago, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And God damn it worked again.
No, it keeps working.
She's right about it every spring.
Oh, that's why Bella's walking around.
No, Bella doesn't have a therapist. Let's be honest. If Bella
She's her own therapist.
Bella had good therapy, she wouldn't be in this situation.
Fair.
Yeah. Thank you to Ben Aksher for editing this episode.
Thanks, Ben.
Not sure if it's easier or harder.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Thank you to the Ben Swimwear Department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. And that is it, as we always have to say at the end of every episode.
That was a scene.
Look, man, we did the best we could with what we had. Do not blame us.
See you next time.
We'll do better next week.
Next week, guys, please stay for next week.
It's gonna be great.
Please.
I've already seen the 4 minutes we're gonna be talking about.
It's gonna be a good 4 minutes.
It's a fucking banger.
I have so many notes.
There's wolves in it, guys.
Ow.
Stick around for one more. I spilled tea on myself.
He's so emphatic about this next scene.
I can't do this anymore.
No, Abear, please don't leave your own apartment.
No, I'm stopping the
Abear,
recording.
please, no.
Smell like gingerbread delight.
See you next time.
I've never let one of these episodes be less than 30 minutes. And I'm not gonna start now.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now!
It's my money and I need it now!
It's my money and I need it now. It's my money and I need it now.
Is it worth it? It's when it's worth it. Is it worth it? It's when it's worth it. Let's go. I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call JG with